is 8th of June, so I'm on a topic of value the farmer. And I did, on the 6th, I did episode 40. And today I'm going to be doing episode 41, right? And this episode 41 contains when you're a billionaire, So if you're a billionaire, start judging yourself. You are not seeing your billionaire. You are not putting anything in, and you allow people to put you down. There's a lot of billionaire out there, some deniable, visible one, invisible one, So today that is 8, I'm going to be talking about to be a billionaire, and you're a billionaire already. Because this value the farmer is a multi-billion industry, farmers, it's a multi-billion industry. And today that I'm going to be talking about episode 41, we're going to focus on how to be a billionaire, how for you to bring out your billionaire, how for you to sell, how for you to market your product, how for you to put your product in market, how to grow your crops, like yam, when you grow the yam, you bring it out, you put it to powder, people will buy it, that is what we are going to be speaking about. And continue of that 1,000 marriages, an event like today. The weather is so good in United Kingdom, and I'm doing this Value the Farmer episode 41. And this Value the Farmer episode 41 contain about King Jaja University in Amiibo, contain how you're going to be a billionaire, contain see yourself as a billionaire. If you do not see yourself, you cannot achieve it. You need to see yourself, and you need to start dreaming for it. You need to start meditating on it, and not for you to go and meditate every negative thing. Meditate on positive thing, how to become a billionaire. There was a day I was praying and God called me, "Oh, Queen, you are the queen of billionaire." And because the Spirit of God said that I'm queen of billionaire, and I'm not seeing the queen of billionaire. So I said, God, well, I didn't see, I accepted the Spirit, what the Spirit said, and I say, amen, amen means I agree. But today now, I brought all this, my work here. I'm going to be speaking about Value the Farmer episode 41. Because I'm on episode 41 on Value the Farmer today. So I'm going to be showing you a lot of books. There was one book that made me, I did not come out yesterday. It was Crazy Asian, but I ignored Crazy Asian and said, no, Crazy Asian book, I'm not going to allow you to make me, from now, every day I'm coming out, every day, because I want to complete this episode 41 to 50. So I have 9 episodes. While you are doing all these episodes, you are doing something. I am putting it on video. From video, we will put it in writing. From writing, we will edit it. From editing, they put it on hardcover. You see because I'm writing the book on the video, And as I'm speaking about Value the Farmer episode 41, and I am checking other books, other authors. I'm introducing them to Value the Farmer episode 41, But I saw a lot of books I brought here because I've been using the books I have. But today, I'm going to use the work I've done, because I've done a lot of work which I'm going to be using about farmers, I'm going to use a lot of work I have put together, to do Value the Farmer, These are all my works, I'm going to all my works I put together. I'm going to be using all my work I put together, like this is one of my work I put together, This is it's part of a Value the Farmer episode 41. You can see what this lady have done, what we have done here, how we put this market together, So we have a lot to talk about on Value the Farmer episode 41, and we have a lot. You can see these are all cakes, These are different type of cakes, that we have done, and we put it together. We put it in data. It's going to be part of episode 41 on Value the Farmer. I have a lot of book that I'm going to show you, the community dancing, the women dancing, and I'm going to show you a lot about Elizabeth Foundation. I'm going to show you about Elizabeth Foundation, Yeah, this is one of my book I have piled up on Value the Farmer. I piled up this, This is part of Value the Farmer, This is a complete book, and I have data. It's on data already, and I have edited it. But what we are waiting for to print it and put it in the market. I am just using this platform, Value the Farmer episode 41, to showcase this. This is one of our book, one of my book I've done. You can see it shining light, So we have a lot. All these files here, we have a lot to show you about Value the Farmer. Value the Farmer episode. Value the Farmer episode 41. This is one book, because I've been reading book. I've been talking about Value the Farmer. Don't give no ticket, because we don't want people to get upset today. We are doing something great for the community. So Value the Farmer. Look, people out there, don't mind me. I'm communicating with the traffic warden. I'm just making him to smile because he's a good warden, So episode 41, we have a lot to show. These are everything we have piled up for this episode 41 on Value the Farmer. Value the Farmer. Even when I start bringing name tag products, I have piled up the different type of products, pounded yam products, like Olu is a brand, on this Value the Farmer, because look, Nigeria have a wonderful weather. Nigeria have an excellent weather that their farming can be billions, but they are not. Even there was a program, there was one documentary I was watching in Kano, how Nigeria that does Ashwebi, they closed a Texas company. A company who did on Texas, how they close it down. You see, because they don't have good government, So today, we're going to be talking about episode 41. And as I'm going, I am collecting from episode 1 to episode 41, So anywhere we are supposed to balance, we go back to that episode and quote the episode and balance it, And when we are going to be putting, because look, technology has made it easier. Because with what I'm saying, all what I need to edit it, to use Grammarly, because Grammarly is there, Google Reading is there, Google Writer is there, there's a lot of things to support you, So today, that is 8. We are doing Value the Farmer episode 41, and our episode 41 is going to be, the topic on episode 41 is King Jaja University, Ami Igbo. King Jaja University in Ami Igbo. It's not in Opopo. Now, King Jaja University in Ami Igbo. Where, because this King Jaja, and I don't need to borrow any permission from anybody. No. Because I am funding this university in Ami Igbo. And when people look at this, say, oh, where have she got the money to build the university? University is in me already. I've got 5 children in Lee Table University. 5 children in Lee Table. What type of university am I looking for? That university, when I am telling you, when I'm speaking in a positive mind, I know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I code my word. I code whatever I say. It's not everything I'm going to throw on the table. No, because Jesus was speaking in parable, and Jesus was speaking with wisdom. So University of Ami Igbo, King Jaja University of Ami Igbo, Ada Ochiri Ozo 1, we have built it. And when we finish University of Ami Igbo, we are building kidney hospital in Amigbo, and we are building again international airport in Amigbo. You see, while I'm saying this international airport in Amigbo, people can say, oh, why is he going to? There is a Owerri airport, but because Jaja is a slave that went to international, and slave trade went to international. There is a one department I watch in America where they hang the names of the slavery, you know. So all those things, we will go there in America, bring some of those history in that university, you know. So people coming from America, you know, they will be coming to they will be coming to international airport in Amigbo, you know. Amigbo, because King Jaja is a great king, so why shouldn't Amigbo have an airport? Amigbo desire, not even desire, authority, because Jaja, King Jaja of Amigbo, who went to, from, if Jaja can see the mindset, the change the mindset of slavery to become a king, how can we see what I'm talking about? How can we see this international airport in Amigbo? Oh, they will say, people will say, oh, hashtag Amigbo has no land. But when the airport starts, the airport have been registered in the realm of the spirit, you know. The airport have registered in the realm of the spirit. It's for us to build it in realm of the physical. And it's not going anywhere. It's not going to Nkwere. It's not going to anywhere. That airport will be established in Amigbo, because there is 6 things God told me we're going to build, you know. So, and all those things are coming to pass, you know. The university, when God was telling me about University of Amigbo, my children haven't even gone to university. My children haven't gone to university. But the day my son graduated, I was the only mother who shouted, "Presido!" The noise I make, he went to heaven. I said, when my son was calling, they call him Victor Azubike, Victor Azubike, everybody. I was the only mother who shouted, "Presido, Presido, 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 Presido," because I know while I'm shouting is the revelation that God gave me, and I was connecting this revelation to the realm of the spirit, you know. So when I'm telling you King Jaja University in Amigbo is being settled, you know, it's being settled. You will see people from Yale, people from Harvard, people from Imperial, people from London School of Economy, people from Oxford, people from Cambridge, you know, is power. Because that noise are shouted, you know, everybody on the bottom of the whole parents, everybody was quiet, and I was the one who took over the bosom. I shout, "Presido, Presido, Presido." I was shouting, you know, and everybody turned around and they look at me. And when my son collected his certificate, he turned around and he held me. You see, because I was working on the revelation of God. I was working on that University of Amigbo. I was working on that, the revelation that God have given to me. Then, when God gave me that revelation, my children haven't gone to any. The day my son went to Cambridge University, I sat down at Cambridge University. You know, people will be telling you, I have evidence. Everything I do, I put it on video, because the word have gone to Digilab, the word have gone to the world of digital, you know. I put it on the video, you know, and I sat down at Cambridge University. My son was I went to the whole Cambridge, I was recording, I have the video. While my son was in the lecture room, you know, I said, I belong to this place, I belong to this place. It's like when my daughter Precious went to a day course in Oxford University, because sometimes when you are doing something, meditate on what you are doing. See what you are doing, going afar. Because there was one lady who came to my house, you know, and when the lady came to my house about her wedding, that day he came, I know that because I bear fruit all the season. My daughter yesterday was telling me that this girl have got a baby, and the girl is from either Cambridge or Oxford, you know. So while I'm shouting, it's just like the day that my son was doing an exam in JP Morgan. Hey, come and see what I was battling with the Spirit of God. Only me. My son was in exam hall. Oh, I've gone far. every exam, I always on my knees until he finished the exam. My son did not study maths, but because he have done JP Morgan carry maths and give to them, and it was a struggling, and this is my son. I went to a series of it, and I was praying on that example. If you see what, let me tell you, God is good. You see, today, I know yesterday I wanted to come out and talk, because thank God for, you see what God done. You see, 3, God have used it to make a place. That is the same thing I started in Nigeria, Egwonwa. Look at the son I've started. I have started the same thing follow me here. So let me go back to the JP Morgan exam. My son was in the JP Morgan exam, and I was inside, only me. The whole children have gone out. I lock up myself. I say, Father Lord, if you do not answer me, Father Lord, answer me. That day, I was praying. You see, sometimes when some people see you, they think you are getting something free. No, you are not getting it free. It's by communicating with God. It's by tapping in the realm of the Spirit. Everything I acquire it by God. And I don't believe that anywhere I must surely have a victory. Anywhere I must surely have a breakthrough. I don't believe that. I don't believe that something will be impossible for me. No, I believe that God will surely give me a victory. So let me go back to that JP Morgan exam. So my son was on this exam, and that is final. If he did not pass that exam, the JP Morgan will not take my son. I'm on my room. I say, Victor, go to this exam. I've been praying. When he prayed, so I was in my room, my house. I called the angel of the Lord. I called them down. I was in my house, and Victor was in the exam. I set up my time. My time is tinkling. And the exam have to finish around 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock. I was there praying, Father Lord, answer me, Father Lord, Father. There was time that God said that he should be saying like this: Peter the rock, Solomon the knowledge, Peter the rock, Solomon the knowledge, Peter the rock, Solomon the. I was shouting, Peter the rock, Solomon the knowledge, Peter the rock. I shout. Heaven was, I shout. Peter, when a woman is in the labor, the same way I shout, Peter the rock, Solomon the knowledge. I was calling heavens down. And my son said that the television in the exam hall was shaking, and he was ticking, canceling. I was Peter the rock, Solomon the knowledge. I was inviting Solomon, the knowledge of Solomon, the knowledge of Solomon, the knowledge of Solomon, the knowledge of Solomon. Father Lord, bring this knowledge of Solomon down. I invite knowledge of Solomon down. I invite victory. I invite every forces of knowledge. I was shouting, Peter the rock, Solomon the knowledge, Peter the rock, Solomon the knowledge, Peter the rock. I shout. When a woman is having a labor, when you are about to deliver the baby, I shout like I'm pushing a baby out. I push, the baby came out. And my son rang me. I just had a phone call. My son rang me. Background. As soon as it's 11 o'clock, he said, Mommy, I pass. Oh my God. I collapse. I said, God, you are good. You see, that time the Spirit of God was telling me what to do. The Spirit of God was all over me. It's just like when the head of baby is outside and they are telling you to push. The midwife is telling you to push. You need to push regardless anything. You need to push, So that time, the Spirit of God that was telling me, Peter the rock, Solomon the knowledge, I was communicating with heavens, because if he did not pass that exam, JP Morgan is finished, and all my heart desire is for my son to be JP Morgan. All my heart desire is for my son to be JP Morgan. And I pray. I pray. I pray and I open heavens. I pray as I never prayed before. I roll myself. I call mighty God. I say, God who departed River Jordan. I sang praises to God. Everywhere the quotation that God has done everything great. I've been calling God. What I had, my phone rang. He said, Mommy, stand up. I have passed. I have passed. I said, are you sure? He said, yes. I stand up. And immediately he passed the exam. That time that the television on the exam hall was shaking is when the Lord was telling me, Peter the rock, Solomon the knowledge, Peter the rock, Solomon the knowledge, Peter the rock, Solomon the knowledge, Peter, you can see heaven is coming, you can see power. And my son said that in exam hall, in exam hall, they will be telling you your what you score. He said the television was shaking. I was, oh my God, I was very aggressive like a lioness. I was calling God, Peter the rock, Solomon the knowledge. It's just like, you see where I'm taking you back is about this University of King Jaja of Opopo in Amibo. It's undiluted. It's built in me already. Me, queen, is the university. God have used me to build that university, King Jaja University in Amibo, So, and God have given me this revelation for long. I don't care what you want to do. Some people, when they hear people's revelation, they will go and lock it up. I don't care. You will lock, you will tire. Because while you are locking, I am moving forward to the realm of the spirit, Look at the way that God make with God. He's called me, Mommy, I have passed the exam. And this is a boy who did not do maths. He only did politics, So he passed the exam. We passed this exam with the glory of God. And the same boy that they said is the most talented in the JP Morgan. So when God has blessed you, let me tell you, it's just like this song. When God has blessed you, no human being. That is why you should have that power. You should have the power of God. You should speak about God. You should be positive. If I tell you what happened to me on Dallas Fort Forward, Dallas Fort Forward, when I went to America, my purpose of going to America is to go and buy children's dress to sell in Dustin during Christmas season. But that one is another day because I'm on episode 41. And this episode 41 contains about how when you're a billionaire, you might be a billionaire, you are not saying it. You might be a billionaire on writing. You might be a billionaire by hair making. You might be a billionaire by the words you say, different billionaires, and you need to empower yourself. You need to value yourself. You need to speak positive. You need to march out to the glory of God. And you should not allow any environment to intimidate you. You should not allow any community to intimidate you. You should not allow nation to intimidate you. You should be powerful. You should be wonderful. You should be beautiful. You should speak positive, Don't allow you have a case with your sister and you will not want, when you want to talk, you start dividing. Don't speak clear. Let that your sister have this your message and repent. Let your sister have the message that you are passing around and he will repent and be bold herself, because when God speak, when the Jews are pursuing Mary Magdalene, what Jesus did, he bent down like this, as I'm bending down, he picked the stone. He said, all of you, whoever that haven't done what Mary Magdalene done, stone Mary Magdalene. None of them could stone Mary Magdalene. That's why I throw this in. So today is 8. Today is 8. And 8, you see, I come back with the JP Morgan cup again because I pray for this thing too. I always carry it and I always drink my water because the weather is fantastic today. So I'm drinking my water. This is the JP Morgan cup, because this JP Morgan cup is a testimony for me. So I am drinking the cup, the water. So let's continue with what we are saying, So today we're on episode 41. So our episode 41 is talking about knowledge. No knowledge is waste. Let me tell you, if I open this book and you see what is in this book, there is nothing that is not in this book. And I'm developing this book. Even the same son I'm saying is in the book. Where is him? It's in this book. Look at him. The same son I'm talking about is in this book, you see. But I'm going to remove this book because every day we grow, more new technology, we grow. Don't allow your environment, don't allow the system. The system, you see, I wanted to come out today. The system will even judge you. But you, say, oh, this, but the only thing, don't go and put your hand in negative. When you will get into trouble, police will be chasing you around. Me, police don't see me, I don't see police. I always come here, enjoy this beautiful tree. You see, God gave it. When this tree shed, everything will change. God gave us, thank God that it's near my house. I will pack all my loads because I'm going to be talking about Value the Farmer episode 41. And on this episode 41 I'm going to be speaking about Elizabeth Foundation that I found in Amiibo, and I'm going to be talking about knowledge, and there is something I'm going to be talking about on one of the Value the Farmer episodes, school run, because I done school run from hospital to university level. So I can tell you everything about school run. So school run on Value the Farmer is going to be one episode. So now I've brought all my things. You see why I'm using the trolley to make life easy for me. I put everything on the trolley. So I'm going to be setting up the table, and the weather is good today. Today is 8th of July, 2022. We are talking about Value the Farmer. We're going to be talking about when you took like in media world, we say industries, field. What they say, I'm going to in the industry, is events. Where they are holding events, when you go there, is an industry. You can talk about the color, you can talk about different type of things, So today I'm going to be talking about knowledge. I'm going to be talking about different type of things, about Value the Farmer. I'm going to be talking about name tag, name, brand, how people, different name tag. Just I didn't bring Olu, different people bring different name tag, and in market they compete. How more people sell more than one another. Like, what am I going to say? Like, there's one Padenya they call Olu. That Olu is a brand. He sell more than others. Like Uncle Ben's rice. Uncle Ben's rice sell more than others, People buy name. People buy good product. People buy quantity. People buy. It depends the way you find your things, the way when you buy them, the way you cook them, the result it gives to you. So we're going to be talking about that one. But today we are talking about University of Amiibo on Value the Farmer episode 41. Thank God we reached episode 41. But there are certain episodes I did not detail. So I'm going to be detailing them. I'm going to put more into it. But why? When I'm on this Value the Farmer episode 41, so I'm going to be showing you all this thing is my job, and I'm going to use it on my university projects. I'm going to be using different things in my university project. Do not allow what I'm speaking here. There was one program I watched today. Thank God I did not go off it, because I'm talking about kingdom. I'm talking about Oni of Ife. There was one program. It was on internet. Why Charlie Boy was advising Oni of Ife, the Oba, the king. I like Oni of Ife, and I'm not, because I am promoting King Jaja of Opopo, and Oni of Ife is a king too, But, you see, outsider, because the same thing that the lady analyzed, I have read that video on the day that the husband is doing a bad day. Because the Yalaje, the same, that woman, what's her name again? Naomi, Shilekola. Shilekola was showing the husband love, and that day is the day, is a day of this girl bad day, husband bad day. Yalaje not supposed to come and bring her own event the same day, kneeling down it's all part of our episode 41, So I saw the whole thing. I read it because this video, we read it where we are reading book, you know. I said, this is not right, you know. And as soon as I read it about 4 months ago, I read that video as soon as this girl called Shilekola, have a good spirit, you know. Come and see the type of knockout blowing on the palace, you know. He was celebrating the husband. He was motivating the husband. He was uplifting the husband. Even when the husband, the king, came out, the king was so happy, you know. The king was so happy. They were pointing hand. The king was saying, oh, this knockout was going through. The wife was here, yes. He was shaking head. I read the video because I'm always on video. Sometimes I can read for 10 hours reading videos, you know. So the husband, well, the wife was, Shilekola was showing the husband everything. And when Shilekola, the husband watched the knockout, was so happy. Even the husband was making a joke that, Olori, this is Yoruba language, but I'm going to explain it in English, but let me say it in Yoruba. You know, if I can say it in Igbo, I will try to say it in Igbo as well. The husband was saying, Olori tin sashe. Sashe mean Olori is performing wonders, you know. In Igbo land, Olori tin sashe, I don't know. Eze wine, I don't know how to do it in Igbo, but I can only say it in Yoruba, you know. Olori tin sashe, you know, sashe you know. Everybody was laughing because one thing I'm referring is about what the Charlie man said, you know, Charlie boy, because he's a celebrity too. And that Charlie boy, if you see the way he dresses, you know, he dressed extra, you will think, what is this? But because he's a celebrity, you know. So one thing, Charlie boy, one blogger was analyzing the video, but I've read that video. So when I'm bringing this topic to episode 41, when that blogger was saying what Charlie boy said it's going to be a comma hashtag or a bracket open and close. It's just something I'm bringing into episode 41, but it's not this part of episode 41 because I'm going to bring a book of King Jaja of Opopo. That is why I'm saying king. This king too is from Ile-Ife. He's a king, you know. He's from a kingdom, Yoruba kingdom. So Charlie boy said that the king should apologize to the wife, you know. You know, Nigerian men, they don't know how to say sorry. They don't know how to say sorry. It's the women, because they are into this agenda. I don't know if I've heard a lot about that king, but I will not say because this is somebody I like. You know, somebody, I love that palace, I like him. Because there was incidents they sent to me that happened in Canada. You know, I just look at that man. That man is an accountant. I will say, what is going on here? But let's go back to what Charlie Boy said. Charlie Boy said that the king should apologize to the wife because he have really humiliated the wife. And that wife is somebody who doesn't show he's somebody that is quiet, you know. Even though something, he cries in the heart. He's somebody, when something is boiling, hurting her, she'll be crying in heart, you know. She don't cry out, you know. But when the day she cry out is the day that she carry her load and leave. That is the message, how to cry out, you know. It's not somebody that can make noise. It's not somebody that when you hurt her, he will just keep it into herself, start swallowing it. And you know this type of person that they don't talk. For them to say an action, their action is the action that she understands is how she pack her load and run. Say, okay, instead of this type of kingdom to take my head, let me go. So let me go back to what happened on that day that the king is celebrating his birthday. I have the video. It's not it's just a story we are telling in between. Bracket open and close, you know. So the son, the king, the wife was doing everything to make the king happy, and the king was so happy. The king, everybody, even me in London, I was so happy. I followed it up, and even to the extent to tell you how humble is the queen. The queen have to kneel down, respect the husband, because when a woman is respecting, this queen is respecting the husband like that, he wants outsider too to come and respect. I cannot respect my husband and you come and disrespect my husband. So the queen respects the husband to the extent, she did extraordinary. You see, she said, look, my husband, I am going to sing for you the song I normally sing for my creator, the God who created me, the God of Abraham and Moses, Jacob, Esau, the God of Hezekiah. I am going to sing that song for you. I'm going to sing it for you to appreciate you. And everybody I was saying, this woman is extraordinary. She's beautiful, beautiful in body and beautiful in heart, She sang the song to the husband and she was dancing. She was dancing, So, I can't remember the song, When she was dancing, everybody that was in that environment, I'm just giving you the way he was dancing, Naomi was dancing to Ooni of Ife. Everybody, that bojum was filled of happiness. The bojum was filled of happiness. Everybody that is in that bojum was happy. Even me that is in international country, I was happy. I appreciate her. I say, you make this kingdom, you bring it to 100 plus, You see, quiet people. This woman was happy, the husband was happy, and you see, while I notice Iyalaje, people don't understand because I study body language. As soon as this lady bent down and kneeling down for the husband, singing, the lady was kneeling down, singing for the husband. All what Iyalaje did, focus eyes on the king and destabilize that king. The king wasn't even paying attention to the wife anymore. It was, the queen was like, we that study media, we understand all this body language. And as soon as the woman stand up, the husband helped her, lifted her up, and the woman was singing too, singing, dancing, was happy, full of happy. Her mother was the only one who supported her that day. I was here watching. Her mother was like, he's giving her money to appreciate her, to empower her, to appreciate her, that you've done well, my daughter, God bless you. You have made me proud. You have made the kingdom proud. You have made your husband proud. You have made everybody. You see, as soon as the girl was still singing, was communicating with the husband, Iyalaje just came. Iyalaje came and took off the microphone from her. Oh my God. The girl, nature, she killed that girl immediately. If you are the people who read body language, you will see the mood of her face. All her body changed. She wasn't happy again. I saw it. Should Iyalaje be part of husband and wife birthday? Even though there is some testimony you want to testify, it's not the same day that this woman is celebrating her husband's birthday. It's supposed to be me and my husband, It's the same day you distract. I'm using this in a microphone. Iyalaje distracts this girl attention, collect her microphone, take over and lay down. I just look at this. This is rival. This is rival, But the people of Ile-Ife, I don't know how they took it, but I was in international country. I saw it immediately. I said, this is not right. Something is fishy here because Iyalaje focusing eyes on the king, you see, is telling the king, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, using eye language, destabilizing everything the lady is doing. And you can see the lady's, the wife, body language, all her body, everything changed, her face. She wasn't in every mood, everywhere that they have really upset this girl. I have read all the video, because the same way the engineers, they read all the writings before they start building house. In the same way, we media, we read videos as well. So I read the whole video. I saw everything. I'm just dipping into the Ife kingdom, you know. Sometimes how people are being killed, you know. So Charlie Boy came out telling the king that you need to apologize to your wife. You really need to apologize to your wife. I don't know if the king will take it slightly good, or, you know, in Nigeria they believe that king, you know, king, like the way they say Queen of England is above the law, you know. Even though you are above the law, do it inside. You say, my wife, I'm sorry, see what I have from the public. There is a way to pet your wife. We women, that's why you can behave like a rocket. You will still came from your body, you know. So that is why I'm not into into that king, but I'm just analyzing what the blogger said is right. That blogger was 100% right. Everything that she analyzed on that video, because I have read the video and I have seen it, and he was asking public to watch it. You know, if you want to watch that video, this day that Naomi was dancing to the husband, you know, watch that video, you will see what I'm talking. But today I am talking value the farmer, stop killing the farmer, you know. They kill the farmer in Yoruba land a lot. They kill the well, I won't say only Yoruba land, they were killing Nigeria. This the worst government I've ever seen. Since I was born, I haven't seen a government like this. Since I was, you see what I'm doing? Since I was born, I haven't seen a government who have killed with the same way this present government have killing, you know. They are killing every day. Boko Haram, unknown gunmen, X-men, all sort of killers. You know, this government, they are killing. When we talk about percentage, I think they've killed up to 98%. They have killed a lot, you know. So let's, because I'm not even diverting, I'm just saying what Charlie Boy said, because I'm just going to put a phrase on Charlie Boy on this episode 41 on Value the Farmer. Because Charlie Boy is a celebrity who came out and asked the king, can you apologize to your wife, because you have humiliated her a lot, you know. People, the public are saying that this wife insulted you. No, but you have been humiliating your wife. You have been treating your wife like piece of trash, you know. That is what the public is saying, you know. But I'm not saying that. I'm only saying that they should set boundary, you know. The wife cannot be a queen for the public, a queen to go and make public speech, a queen to go to event, and when he come back to the palace, they start bullying her. No, there must be boundary. There must be boundary, you know. Even though there is 100 concubines, because if there's 100 concubines in the palace, it's not the business of the queen, you know. The queen must surely be the queen. That is the one they presented to the public. And when the queen is going to an event, you give her security. The same way you will give her security when she's in the palace, you know. When you go to Canada, if that you have 100 girlfriends in Canada, forget it. You are going with the queen. Forget about all the 100 girlfriends you have, the concubine you have, the whole world. Focus on your what you went to do in Canada, what you went to do in Germany, what you went to do, you and your wife. And when you want to go and do your peperempe, you can go alone. Don't go with your wife. If you want to go, if your wife allow you, if the queen, because it's your queen, he will say no. Because when you go and carry rubbish and come and give to the woman, you know. So it's women that suffer all these things, you know. The queen can say, oh no, you want to go to Canada, I will go with you. Because the queen needs to protect the husband and protect the children as well, you know. That is, you see, as I'm here, I am like a lioness in this compound. You see, this is my territory. If you dare mistake come to this my territory, I will eat you. You know how lioness eats animal in the field. Even I will smash you. Nobody comes to my territory, because I will not go to anybody's territory, you know, because I protect my children. I suffer. I work hard, you know. I don't take nonsense. I don't take no nonsense. So we are talking about episode 41 on Value the Farmer. There is a lot of things. And when I go to Nigeria, I'm going to go wear my Wellington book, go into the farm forest and start analyzing all different crops, you know. So because we have a lot to talk, you know, about Value the Farmer. This is you see everything on this trolley. Everything on this trolley, I'm going to be talking about them. So let me go and get the books.